Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul Games, but welcome back to our personal space. Please respect my personal space and don't touch me there. Our heroes, Jackoff and Fardarella, are headed to a new world. And Fardarella just came back to their little cabin space to find a surprise, which is...
Happy birthday, Fardarella!
What? It's not my birthday!
Actually, according to Earth time, you've had 2 birthdays while we've been traveling, and it seems sad to let them go by without any sort of celebration, so, well, it's not much, but I wanted to make sure I didn't forget.
He programmed his computer pad to display Happy Birthday, Fardarella, and there's some sort of streamers hanging down from the ceiling, and is that cake on the table?
You used the toilet paper for streamers? Yeah, it's kind of like we're in prison. Wait till you have the toilet punch I made.
Oh. She could be very supportive and happy, or she could be kind of a bitch.
That's gross. Sorry, but toilet paper hanging from the walls does not create a festive mood. You think I'm just gonna poop here in the party and start rubbing my butt up on the streamers? I'm sorry. I thought you'd think it was funny. I just wanted to... Anyway, who cares about the decor? I think you need to open your present. A present? Where on Earth did you find something?
Well, we're not really on Earth.
Not on Earth. That's for sure. Here.
I hope it's a prison shiv he made out of the comb or something.
It's wrapped in a handkerchief? It looks like a poem? Surrounded by stars, I like your big bars. In the darkness of space, emptiness presses, the universe waits. Though silently fades the memory of time, there's one special thing I won't leave behind. Your sweet, sweet behind. Fardarella, my sweetest lover and friend. I'll always be with you till eternity ends. Love on your birthday and always, your Jackoff.
She's gonna be like, ugh, that was awful.
It's bad, isn't it? I try and I fail so much. Thank you for thinking of me, Jackoff. Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry it's so bad. Enough poetry. On to the cake.
Hopefully the cake is better than the rest of this.
What is that edible-looking thing on the table anyway?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Well, it turns out cake is considered a terrible waste of weight and space, so there isn't any actual cake, but I tried to make some out of what I could get. Just taste it and tell me if it's good. It looks like chocolate, but...
No, we're gonna try it. We're not gonna be a total bitch. She was already a bitch about the streamers and the other thing. I want to just, as a side note, if whoever made this game is watching this, so far this is a hell of a lot of fun, and I kind of dig the art style of the characters. So we're gonna try it. It tastes like bread with sugar and chocolate on it. In fact, it is a piece of bread sprinkled with sugar with pieces of chocolate pressed into it. So that's kind of like Europeans have stuff like that.
This is actually kind of good. Is it like Hackelschlaw? I can't pronounce things. Here, try some. Oh, thanks. Where did you get these ingredients anyway? Usually we only get chocolate once a week.
From the chocolate Kaiser? No, once a week is all you get.
I've been saving my chocolate rations.
It is like they're in prison.
This sugar is from the coffee ration, isn't it? You went without your sugar and your weekly chocolate so you can make this for me? Well, I couldn't think of any other way to get you something yummy. Sorry it's not much, but happy birthday.
Wow, Jackoff's pretty sweet. Yeah, wait, he said birthdays too. Happy birthday back.
Happy birthday to you, Jackoff. Now I feel bad I didn't bother getting you anything. Don't feel bad. You're the only present I need. Can I unwrap you now? No. Don't touch me.
He pulled me close in with a gentle hug and held me tightly, as if I would drift off into space without him. This is where it should have emergency decompression.
Fardarella, I want to put my...
Oh! And so they traveled to space. He's in the 1,000-mile high club. Man, I like the way that planet looks. Finally we arrived. This game, you please my eyeballs with your graphics. The first month on Talaam was really busy. We arrived at the end of winter, so it was cold and rainy. We all worked together to get everyone's houses up right away. The first one took the longest, as we had to figure out just how to put all the pieces together. What, are these houses from IKEA? But when I looked at I would be so fucked at that. Like, if you give me directions to make a shelf, where you've got to put things into things, I don't like to read, and then I don't figure things out, and then I get angry. If you just give me a hammer and some wood, I can take care of it. But I don't know why I was defending myself at the end of that. It's not like we're dating. No, I can make a shelf, I just can't make this jam IKEA shelf. We could be a fucking rocket scientist. But when I looked at the map of the colony's layout, our farm was on the very edge. Can we name our farm? That'd be cool. Why is our house so far away from everyone else? I picked the spot on purpose. It's close enough that you can walk to work easily, but far enough away that we have plenty of space. Space for what? Growing the farm? Space to grow? Space to breathe? I don't want you breathing my air. Space to do whatever we want. I can go poop in a ditch if I want. I can make love to my asparagus. We can yodel or have loud parties or make love in the backyard or make love to the backyard. I don't know. Or do anything we want. No nosy neighbors. Yeah, but you're not the one who has to walk 2 kilometers to work every day. What, at the mechanic shop? I think you'll like it. And make sure you doesn't get fat. And I don't need you getting fat. And there's no room for a big farm in town anyway. Where are we going to have a big farm if we live in town? What, on the sidewalk? That doesn't work. I guess you're right. You guys have a communication problem. You got married, not having discussed if you wanted to have kids or not. And now, what if you picked where you were going to live and never even mentioned it to the other one? Finally, our house was put up. We were so glad to stop sleeping in the shuttle, the butt shuttle, and finally have our own space. Can I travel in your butt shuttle? No, it's sore from last time. Oh. Here it is, home sweet home. This might actually work. Come on inside, let's set up our stuff. We should break in the house. Wow, that kettle is huge. They could drink enough tea to drink for days in there. They could cook a baby in that pot. Not that they would. Well, not until the first winter hits and there's no food. Not that bad, not bad. Isn't it awesome? It's so small. Like your wiener. What? What? It'll be easy to clean. Like your wiener. That's getting old. Like your wiener. Ah! And it's so cozy. Like your wiener. Alright, that one's not bad. And for just the 2 of us. Like your wiener. Shut up about the wiener! The house was really pretty small. Just one room. One end had a biomass electric hybrid stove, heater as well as a battery that the solar panels could charge. And the other one had a window. Your kids are gonna have great stories to tell their kids. When I grew up, we had a stove and a window. Windows? No, we had one window, and we took turns looking through it. When we were bad, we were not allowed to look through it, and we had to look the other way. You damn kids today and all your windows, you don't appreciate it. We'd sit there for hours and enjoy a good gaze, as we'd call it. And that's not about people who like butt sex. There's no plumbing, electricity. You have an outhouse? You went to fucking another planet and you don't even have a toilet? There's no plumbing, electricity only when it was sunny or while our battery lasted, and no furniture other than our bunk and our folding table. Man, you better hope there's not a ton of cloud cover in the winter. Good thing we didn't waste any space on frivolous things like bathrooms. The outhouse is not that far. It'll work. It'll just kind of be like camping for the rest of my life. Where do you think we should put our bed? There's one room. There is one room. Where else are you going to put it? You are going to put it in your one room, Fardarala. You weren't a rocket scientist, were you? There's one room. Where else are you going to put your bed but in the one room? You going to put it in the outhouse? Are you going to put it on the stove? And even if you did, that's still in the room. Well, this end or that end. I like your end. You're not getting any tonight. Aww. How about the end with the stove can be the kitchen, and the other end can be our bedroom? Sounds fine to me. We dragged in our bunk from the shuttle and put our bedding on it. Afterwards, Jack-Off started putting up a picture of paper he unfolded from his bag. When I got closer, I could see it was a picture of his family. I realized I hadn't brought any pictures of my family. Fardarella did not prepare at all for this. Thank God Jack-Off prepared somewhat. She's like, I'm going to leave my family, go to another planet, never see my family again, and oh, I'm not gonna remember anything. He put it right next to his side of the bed. What should I say? I'm gonna be an asshole. Jack-Off, do you think you could put that somewhere else? I don't want to stare at your parents while you're making love to me. Oh, I could think about your dad, though. He's dreamy. I don't know. Where else should I put it? There's not a lot of room in our one-room place, and I don't want it to catch fire near the stove. I don't know. Anywhere else. It kind of ruins my orgasm when your creepy old mom's looking at me. I like to look at what? I mean, fine. He moved it to another wall. It was still near the bed, but not where I had to see it all the time. Is that better? Oh, God. I can say yes or just be, don't get mad. She's gonna pull an attitude. Don't get mad at me. It is just a picture. I can't help it if I can't climax when your mom's looking at me. Oops. Yeah, well, it's important to me. How come you don't have a picture to hang up? I kind of forgot, okay? I guess I only made room for the most important things. Oh, man, your family's not important? What could be more important than your family? Hey, family's important to me, too! I like her angry face. She's like grabbing her boobies. We'll see. Oh, man, it's going bad. Wow. We could slap him, start crying, or ask, why did you even marry me? Because that wasn't fair. Yeah, let's be defensive. Why did you even marry me? Why did you even marry me? Do you really think that? Oh, why would you marry me if you thought that? No, I don't really, I don't think that. Just sometimes it seems like other things are more important to you. Well, they're not. You're my family now. I don't need to look at my deadbeat dad or my mom because you're my mom and dad now. That's kind of weird, but I'll call you Mom Dad. Or I'll shorten it to Mad. Yeah, you sure are mad a lot. That's not funny! Okay, well, you're my family, but they still are too. Even if I never see them again. Okay. I thought she was going to be like, you have to forgive them forever. And once we arrived, we soon settled into a routine. Every day, he would work on the farm while I would work as a mechanic. I had a little free time after work, and then we ate dinner together. After dinner, we tried to relax, mostly. We did some gazing out the window. There were plenty of things I chose to do in my free time, but I usually chose just one or two to focus on. I didn't have to be good at everything, you know. I wanted to get really good at a few things, but maybe if I had different choices, would things be different? Did all those little decisions really matter? At least some of them did. To access the menu and save your game, use the icons to the left. What are you suggesting, game? That's kind of like when you're playing a game and there's a save spot right in front of a door and you're like, there's going to be a boss in there. Alright, this is Fardarella's computer pad. On the left is her personal status. I guess that's her relationship with him. How big the heart is. Fardarella's expression shows you how relaxed or stressed she is. Jack-Off's expression shows you how he is feeling this month. This is all new to me. I haven't played any of this. The heart in the middle shows the strength of the relationship. I did figure that out. The middle is the colony status. Spring, warm and rainy. There's colony messages. You can see what the weather is and see what messages are on the colony message board. There's new messages to read every month. On the right, you can choose Fardarella's focus for the month. Taking it easy at work is more relaxing, but is not as useful to the colony, and some months are so busy that taking it easy is not an option. All the skills are useful and help Fardarella and the colony in different ways, so choose whatever skill you want, blah blah blah. Oh, mastery of a certain skill can unlock new scenes and help the colony in special ways. But remember, life's too short to master every skill, at least until a new game. Is this going to be when it was the Queen, Long Live the Queen one, where I spent too much time researching falcons. Falcon power! During free time, choosing to spend time together will increase the relationship, but it's not as relaxing as spending time alone. You have 25 months to maintain the relationship and help the colony survive. Good luck! Decide what to do this month. Alright, let's see. Our health is good. Our pulse rate is good. Our temperature is good. We can see the difference between Earth and Talaam. Let's see what colony messages we have. From Mayor Pavel Grayson. Mandatory all-colony meeting tomorrow at 10, followed by a farmers meeting at 11.
A few people asked me about the attachment system on these tractors, so here's a how-to.
Alright, I'm assuming that Jackoff will have to go to the farmers meeting. Let's see. Let's look at our current skill progression. We have no knowledge because we're stupid. No nothing. So we're going to take it easy at work. No, we're going to focus on work. Oh, we have no choice to take it easy. It's too busy. We're going to focus on... Oh, wait, what was it? I want to spend time together with Jack to make our relationship better because I want to jack him off. Spend time on... Oh, God. I don't even know what to. Creative, because otherwise you're going to go stir crazy on this new planet. Wait, how did I do it? Creative. And domestic. So, oh, just one? What did I do? Here, let's stop that. Focus on work. Oh, focus on work I think counts as one of the two. Okay, I got it. We're not going to focus. Yeah, we'll focus on work, I guess. Focus on work, creative. I don't know, we'll make a basket out of poop or something, and then spend our time together with Jackoff. Month 1 of 25 at work. Getting it done. My boss was also the leader of our little community. I guess you could call him the mayor? I said that at the beginning, it was the mayor. Right after we landed, he called a meeting for everyone where he gave a speech. Hey everybody, we made it this far. Now as you know, we've arrived right at the beginning of this planet's spring. So it's time to get the seeds in the ground. Are you guys all in a cult? Because you all got the same logo on your shirts and you did on the other planet. We would like for our colony to become self-sufficient as far as necessities are concerned. I recycle my own toilet paper. That helps us make things go further. In 2 years, another colony ship will come with supplies and more colonists. So until then, we're on our own. Well, can we go Mad Max then? Since we have like 2 years where we don't have to worry about rules? Like, everything should be legal. I mean, like, let's get some peyote, man. Let me introduce some of our experts here. First of all, here's my wife, Naomi. She kind of yells at me. Who is our colony's counselor and chaplain. You're Deanna Troy? She'll be holding a non-denominational religious services once a week for any who are interested. Is also available for individual counseling.
I look forward to learning alongside of you all.
Next is the person who has lived here the longest, astronaut and xenobiologist Dr. Lily. Any scientific inquiry should be directed her way.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I'm not going with that. Oh, I've got like one woman voice I can do, and then I'm screwed. And there are already multiple women in this. Let's see. Ilian Andrevsky is in charge of the storehouse here on the colony. That's where we keep all our extra supplies of food. His wife, Sarah, will be helping all of us stay organized. I'll distribute our resources frugally and fairly.
If you want an appointment with the mayor, it's best to ask me, since handling his schedule is what I do. And I handle my husband's dick.
Oh, nice sash. That's kind of like the evil world in Star Trek. Oh god, how many of these assholes are there? Pete's in charge of the library, so if you need to research something or print something out, head over there. Hey Amish Pete, nice beard. He and his wife Helen are also experts on raising cattle, and will be starting a ranch up north. And their baby who was born in the shuttle was the first human being to be born in space. Oh, she looks like she's really happy. Hey, y'all, don't be strangers. I'm mostly up at the ranch. But send me a message and I'll come down to the library if y'all need some help. Hopefully it's not confusing that my voice is Pete's voice and it's also the internal monologue voice. Whatever. Hi! Hi, Helen. Next, I want to introduce our farmers. Oh, my word. I don't even know how to pronounce that name, and I know someone with that last name. These guys raise goats along with alfalfa. What about buckwheat? And rice and some other crops. I'm sure their kids have names, but honestly, I'm having trouble telling them all apart. Whoa! Was that racist, Mayor? You guys all look the same to me, I'm just saying, you know. Damn it, Mayor. How could you, sir? Come on, man, there's only like 10 of them. We look forward to getting to know you all better. That's her voice and his voice. I should probably switch it around. I'm never gonna How many freaking people are... The Barones will be growing beans and corn. They're raising chickens and turkeys. That sounds good. Ah, and also 5 children's. Tomas is the eldest, and then there's Isabella, Raul, Josefina, and Mateo. I'm gonna get all these voices mixed up. Don't feel like you gotta keep track of them all. That's my job. Great story. Fortarella's our mechanic. When things break, she'll get them to work again.
But it's much easier if they don't break in the first place, so please don't be a dumbass and break your shit. You know, so treat your machines nicely.
Jackoff knows a lot about growing vegetables and caring for horses. Are there a lot of horses on this planet? Space horses? And other animals, so be sure to ask him if you have any questions in that area.
I can't wait to get started.
So, your name is Jackoff, and you have horses. I hope you don't, jack off your horses. Are there any questions? Why do you have your own hand up? Are you going to ask your own question, sir? Oh, man, we're asking if there are any weapons. I don't even care what the rest of the other shit is.
Do we have any weapons? I want to shoot a motherfucker.
We do have a few rifles and shotguns that you can check out from the storehouse. Is it like a library? Is there a violence library? I would like to check out this M16 and some C4, please. Do you have your violence library card? Yes. Well, apparently that shotgun you checked out last week and returned a week late. You owe $1.50. If you would like to try your hand at hunting, there's natural wildlife on this planet? Shouldn't we study them before we hunt them? Though I'd check with Dr. Lily first to make sure that the animal is edible. Anything's edible if I try hard enough. What food do we have?
How much food do we have in storage now?
We brought enough in the storehouse for everyone for 2 years. It'll last much longer than that unopened, so I'd like to keep it for emergencies and use the food we grow as much as possible. That's wise, Maya.
What about medicine?
We have a good supply of common medicines, and Dr. Lily has the tools. You're a tool, Mayor. What? To synthesize new medicine if needed, but our supply is not unlimited, so try to use them sparingly. We should all get high tonight.
Do we have any spare parts for when things break? I'm the mechanic. I need to know that stuff.
We have 3D printers. 3D printers! If Lauren is watching, or any of my friends, 3D printers, hell yeah! I love 3D printers. That technology is so cool. At the library for spare parts, well, we have a limited supply of plastic and metal, so let's make sure we recycle, like I recycle my toilet paper, and use native materials where possible. The colony ship's coming, I think he said in 2 years.
You said another ship is coming? Is that in 2 Earth years or 2 Talaam years?
That's a good question. Good questions. That's 2 Earth years, which makes about
25 Talaam months. Since there are 7 months a year here, that makes a little over 3 Talaam years.
Right, hopefully that answers your question. That's all the questions we have. After the meeting, the mayor met with me to show me where I'd work. This is the exact same place I worked on Earth. Alright, this is the shop where people will bring machines in that need to be fixed. You'll be responsible for any kind of machines people have, from data pads to tractors. We don't have many replacement parts, so do what you can to fix things when they break.
I can see this is going to take a lot of ingenuity.
Yeah, well, perhaps you can start by helping me with my data pad. It always freezes up when I try to access my calendar. How's she going to help you on that if she's a mechanic? It's probably a software problem. Sure, let me take a look at it. I worked hard getting things set up, and even though the job seemed pretty big, I got a pretty big you-know-what.
Data pad?
Yeah. I thought I'd probably do okay. I think this is where we're going to end off. This is a good place, right? We're getting more established. We're meeting the 1 million people that live on the planet. She's getting set up at her job. And we're going to have to see what the next 25 months hold as she tries to, you know, get closer to her husband, have a good relationship, and survive in the colony. I wonder if giant space beetles are going to eat their faces off. Well, I guess we'll find out in the future. I'll see you in that future, hopefully. Goodbye.